Okay. Hey, Ron Michael here. For those of you who don't know me, I am a holistic health mentor working with ancient principles and plant consciousness to activate the intelligence of your body, which is the most powerful supercomputer, quantum supercomputer on the planet, which has been overlooked for many eons. And through this, I am able to optimize health and wellness and performance on levels that we haven't seen yet for high impact leaders and spiritual entrepreneurs. Very excited to bring this to the world. And I have with me today, Dallas Michael Sear, the amazing Dallas. How you doing, brother?
Good. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
With you.
Yeah, man.
Can you introduce yourself and let us know what you do?
Yeah, I've been a deeply spiritually rooted master life coach and business coach, as well as a professional speaker and spoken word artist for over a decade, and helping people who mostly entrepreneurs who are going through major life transitions. Oftentimes they're going through a divorce, or a business that was once thriving and successful is going through a collapse. And usually the CEO, the owner operator, the creator is struggling internally as well, because we don't live in compartments. And they're going through really a recreation and a rebirth of themselves, and helping them through that transition to kind of reinvent themselves is definitely one of my gifts, as well as helping people who want to be better speakers and be more powerful on stage and video. A lot of the skill set kind of overlaps in those two components, but either way, it's about igniting people's purpose, as you can see back there.
Yes, it is. Of course. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. So it's an honor to be here with you to chat about the work we did together. I had the honor of being able to work together with you on optimizing your situation with the health and wellness.
Mhm.
So can you share with us a little bit about how that went, what you were struggling with?
Sure.
What attracted you to seeking me out for us to work together, and what issues you were going through, et cetera?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what attracted me, you start there. I mean, it just was like a big bright light, to be quite honest with you. I'd like to believe I'm a pretty intuitive guy and kind of can sense who's the real deal and who's not. And I've had the benefit and fortune very genuinely to work with some amazing, what they call alternative, what I call natural healers and practitioners around the world. Quite literally, like amazing doctors and healers in India, people all the way to Encinitas, California, and all in between. And I've had really great experiences, to be quite honest. We've been very fortunate. So I believe that from not only those experiences, I can kind of sense, who the real deal is, because of my also intuitive gift. And I could sense that from you. So like when I first heard what you did, I had already met you, right? We met at John Barry's house, a mutual friend's house. And I just got a good vibe from you. So we decided to hang out afterwards. And when we dropped in and I heard about what you did, I just knew it was something that I had to experience and learn more about, especially because it was coming from you. And I just felt a good vibe from you. So
yeah, thank you. That's quite a compliment. I appreciate
yeah.
that.
And also too, I'll share this one more thing, is like when you were sharing what you did and how you did it, there was something about how special and unique it is that stood out. Because sometimes, a lot of us who have done so many different healing things for ourselves, we're kind of looking for that missing piece to go to the next level. And it sounded like you might have had one of those missing pieces. So
Okay, I hope you found that missing piece.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, brother. So what were you struggling with specifically, maybe in general,
yeah.
Before we started working together? And
Yeah, I think it's partly of what a lot of people are experiencing, and then some things unique and specific to myself. But in terms of brain fog, I was experiencing more of that and more frequently, and it was becoming just harder for me to really sit down, be clear, focused, get through my day. Harder for me to stick to my disciplines, and things that were just so previously enjoyable and natural for me now are becoming like a challenge. I felt kind of sluggish in my body. Some energy had dipped quite a bit, and there was a lot of like blockage is in my gut, being able to have regular movements that really felt good. And as you confirmed for me even more, and I kind of already knew how all those things are connected.
Right.
But then there was things that I kind of thought might be an issue or sensed intuitively,
Hmm.
that I wasn't sure about. And it was amazing how you were able to clarify that for me and, you know, shed light onto things that I wasn't aware of and before we started. So
Excellent, excellent. So the analysis definitely confirmed a lot of the things that you had been suspecting or that you were experiencing, as well as some other things possibly.
bingo, bingo. Yeah, getting to work deeper with you one on one, like when you know when we were going through not only the analysis process, which is for anyone watching crazy thorough, and I love the techniques that the different techniques that you use, you know, all these different methodologies of supplementation and kinesiology and iridology, and you're putting all of these on top of, you know, the other things that you're able to do, and layering them in a way that's really supportive but thorough. And so when we did the analysis, you nailed it. Exactly what you just said. It highlighted things that I thought would be a concern. You explained how they were connected to areas in my body. Like I didn't even know that the pancreas was as much of a focus and issue as it was. How that was affecting my adrenals and all these things that became so very clear. And I could hear like there was this release in my body. It's like finally knowing, you know, how like when you don't know something, it really eats at you. And then even if you like when you finally know the answer, even if it's like kind of like not a great answer, you still feel this relief, like at least finally I have a frigging answer. At least
Exactly.
finally I know, because then I can go, you know, pinpoint and deal with it directly and appropriately. So yeah, so it was really confirming and enlightening, and my body just felt like shit, that's true. Holy crap, how did you know that? And it was just pretty awesome. Yeah. And then the second part, when you went through all of the supplements that I was taking, you know, I'm somebody who prides myself on being very clear about what to put in my body, what not, doing research, getting, you know, reviews from people I really trust, trying to find the best sourced, you know, products and supplements, and being very conscious of what I put in my body. So
Mhm.
I thought I was already doing that really well. So
Right.
then to find out that even some of the best companies with great reviews and with, you know, coming from good recommendations, were not either. This is something I want anyone watching to really understand. Either it was a good product, because some of
Mm.
the things I kept, you had me keep them,
Yes.
but it just wasn't right for me right now.
Time.
Yeah. So that was a huge insight, because even though maybe the product's fine, but it's just not affecting me in a positive way. It's slowing down my recovery, my healing.
Mhm.
So put that to aside to when your body's in a state that it can actually receive that nutrition or whatever it was.
Mhm.
But the other state of that, of like finding out that these, you know, so-called high quality products weren't as high quality as I thought they were, very disappointing. Um,
Mm.
but so well worth it, because even just that one step right after you left, when I stopped taking a lot of those things that I was putting in my body and started putting in the things that you had recommended, there was just like this immediate positive impact within, like, you know, days. I could feel the difference right away, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Okay. So I guess you're already getting into what your experience was and how these things were resolved, and what else did you experience as we went along throughout the program?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple moments where I was having challenges with what I was taking, and it didn't seem like it was like supporting me as well as it could. And so it's important for anyone watching, because I've heard this from other people who've worked with you, where sometimes it'll appear like there's an issue, and they're not really understanding that the healing process will sometimes, it'll be two things could happen. One, it's bringing up detox symptoms, and that's what it's supposed to do. Your body is going to feel uncomfortable at times, and it might feel off as
Mm.
it's healing and getting rid of the things that have been getting it sick. The problem is your body got so used to being in that crappy state that when you're getting out of it, it might not feel so good at times.
Right.
Doesn't mean anything's wrong. Ironically, things are probably good.
Right.
the
Thank you.
second the second part of that is, no system, or, you know, no thing is perfect, no system is perfect. So when I was having some trouble, and I think I was taking one of the supplements you had recommended, I was taking maybe like 2 or 3 a day or something like that, and you had me step back and take a little bit less, boom, that was the tweak that we need. And that's what really any doctor would do. If somebody's, getting a medication, like a regular pharmaceutical medication, and the dosage isn't working, they adjust the dosage. The same is true if you're taking herbal supplements. Most people think the more the better. I should take 4. Well, if I take 12, I'll heal overnight. No, you idiot. Like,
Right.
so that was really helpful. And I'm somebody who communicates really well. So I have
Yeah.
no problem saying, hey, this isn't working, something's off.
Mhm.
And all you had to do is make a couple tweaks and we were good to go.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
what's continued to happen is I feel more clear. My skin's more clear. I've started to shed pounds that were I just could not, and I normally have no problem shedding weight. It's just the opposite. I usually have problems putting on muscle and weight. So it just feel more clear. I feel like getting closer to the energy level that makes sense for me right now. And yeah, just feel so much more like myself.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, just gratitude, man. Just
All right.
appreciate you and excited to continue to heal and activate.
All right, brother. Thank you. Thank you for sharing this with us all. And yeah, okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, we're out.